I'm gonna do a quick live reading for you. It's not actually live, but I'm gonna record it live, and then I'm not gonna edit anything. I'm just gonna do it as it is and not try and convince anyone of anything. I'm just gonna start it. I'm just trying to set up the camera. Sorry, it's gonna take a minute. Because I don't have a ring light, but I do have a vacuum. And I don't have a carpet cleaner, but I know how to clean a carpet. So I'm sorry about the floor situation. It's very old. It's from the 90s at least. And it's giving 80s, but you know, stranger things have happened. So I'm just gonna set this up on my notebook. This is my brand new deck, so I'm not gonna shuffle because it's brand new. I'm gonna still shuffle it, but I'm not gonna worry too much about the cards being anything but the way that God intended them to be. And let the cards fall as they may, as they say. So I'm just gonna set this up. I appreciate you guys for following my channel. If you don't want to follow me, check out my music. If you don't like music, I don't know what's wrong with you. I would put music in the background of this live, but I don't even know if my sound is working, honestly. I hope it is. And if not, I'll just put a voiceover over it. If I do, I would like that. If not, not. But this is a brand new deck I just got from my mom. It's playing cards. It's not tarot cards, but I'm going to use it as a tarot reading for those of us who are a little bit uncomfortable with tarot. It's just a little art form. It's like magics. It's a form of divination if you use it that way. It's also a form of entertainment if you use it that way. But I usually just do it for love readings because I'm preoccupied with relationships. I want to be a therapist when I get older, a physical therapist or a neurologist to study the human brain and how it processes emotion. But I'm going to keep my hands on the screen. I'm going to pop this. Oh, this is very special to me. My grandma used to use these cards. They're one of the best playing card brands ever, so I'm just gonna keep this real. I'm gonna take my bandage off. I didn't cut. I got a scar. I've washed my hands, but I'm taking off my band-aid because it's gonna have some dirty energy to it. Because I am not perfect. So I'm just a reader. My name is Taylor Yvonne. I'm from Houston, but I'm originally from Chicago. I'm originally from Indiana. If you didn't know that, that's a special fun fact about me. I came to Chicago from Indiana. I lived in Bloomington for a couple years. That's my hometown. And right now I live in Nashville. So here is my deck. I'm just busting it open. I'm really grateful for this. I'm just going to say a quick prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses if we forgive those who have trespassed against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us from the evil one, O Lord. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. So first I'm going to go through this deck. This deck is a deck of regular playing cards. It starts with a deck of 52. I'm sorry for those who don't do statistics or math, but a deck of 52 cards, there's 2 jokers. The 52 cards are the face cards. You see they're already floating because these are, sorry, these are really nice cards. So I don't want to be weird, but I'm not going to shuffle them because they're shuffled already. Now I'm going to show you that they're already shuffled unless they're not. I'm going to take this out. You would take this out, and if you know anything about stats or math, you have to take out the 2 jokers if you're doing regular cards. This is for everyone. Follow me on YouTube, Tumblr, and Facebook. I have all 3. I've got all social media because I'm an Aquarius Sun, Gemini Moon, Cancer Rising. So I do like attention. I like food. I like gifts. And that's all I'll say on that. But yeah, follow me on social media if you want to. If you don't want to, don't. Like, if you don't like me, go away, please. So I don't need your negative energy. I'm sorry, this is going to be a long one. This is going to be about 10-15 minutes. But these playing cards are one of the best brands ever. They're a staple in my household. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna, the red ones. Okay, we're in business, because red is my favorite color. So I'm just gonna flip this card over to get a first energy. And it's a lot like solitaire. I can teach you tarot in an instant. I'm just gonna try to teach it as I go, because I wanna be a teacher when I grow up. So I'm not gonna touch it too much. You can use sound, you can use heat, you can use anything to set the tone, but you really do wanna purify it. So a lot of people just speak, and your voice is an instrument. So you can just speak and say, hey, purify these cards, and they will be pure. You don't have to worry too much about it. You don't have to think too much. You can even just give it a tap, and that'll purify it. Another way to purify your deck, if you feel like the energies are repeating or you're getting the same kind of cards over again, you can leave them outside overnight, or you can just carry them with you wherever you go, and it'll get your energy. But if you want to cleanse them, you need to leave them outside overnight or leave them outside during the day for like an hour or overnight. That's what I learned, and it kind of makes sense. Because like if you're constantly around something physically, then the energy gets intermixed because we are all physical beings. If you understand physics, you understand that we are united planetarily. We've got the Earth, which sits in space. We've got the moon, which revolves around Earth, and we've got the Earth, which is revolving around the sun, and the sun is revolving around some other planetary body. So we're all in God's green universe, and if you don't believe in God, we're all in the same metaverse. So it shouldn't matter what you believe at this stage. I think a lot of times people try to influence other people's beliefs. Now we got the Joker on the bottom of the deck. See, this deck is pre-shuffled, so it's actually, I do need to shuffle these cards, so that's great. This would be a tower, but I'm going to take these out. But I'm going to keep one in. So I'm going to keep, since it's a red deck, I'm going to keep the black one in and take the red one out. Because there's only one tower in a deck of tarot cards. However, in a playing card deck, there's no face cards, so this is not a tarot deck. I'm choosing to read these as tarot cards That's my personal choice. If you do not want to watch this video, you can always click off. Now I'm taking this one out just to be fair to me, but now the deck is not even, so I'm leaving it in. There's 2 towers. In my household, and this is unique to Taylor Pleasure, a red joker is a bottom card, and a black joker is a top card. In another household, a red joker may be a bottom card, and a top joker may be a face card, maybe a black card, but that's how it is depending on your interpretation of colors, because colors aren't even the same to all people. We can get into psychology of this. I need to get a sip of water, but I'm not going to do that because this video's not going to take that long. So really, I'm going to keep both of these because this is not a tarot this is not a tarot deck. This is a playing card deck, and I'm using them as tarot cards, so Jesus bless these cards, and I'm going to shuffle them. I use Jesus because I believe in Jesus. I believe he walked the earth, and I believe he was a man. A lot of people believe that Jesus was a woman, or that Jesus was anything. I know he was a man because I've seen him. Now, if you haven't seen Jesus, I don't know what to tell you, but this is not about Jesus, it's about Taylor Pleasure's love life. So this is Taylor Pleasure Love Readings 2025. Today is Wednesday. I have an interview today. I'm really excited about it. I'm feeling really great about myself and my future, so I just want to do a reading for everyone because I love tarot. It's helped me out a lot, and I used to be addicted to it, so I just want to start making readings, and hopefully I'll be successful, and everyone will be successful in everything they do. I don't believe in negativity at all. I mean, I'm going to actually shuffle these the way I shuffle. I'm going to teach you how to shuffle at the same time. Oh, crap! Well, you can just drop them out. If you just drop them on the same surface, this is how my sister would shuffle. Mix them up, like, just mix them so they're all flat, and then just, like, mix them back in. That's a way to shuffle, but notice they're falling off because this is on a notebook, not a table, so we're not going to do that. My favorite reader, Dana, Tarot Time with Dana, she would just pick it up off the floor and be like, oh, fell out, pick it up. So I'll pick these 3 up, and that could be considered a spread, but since these were poorly shuffled, this is not an accurate spread. Because statistically, we've got the 8 and the 7, which are already together. This is a statistics reference. These were together in a series, 6, 7, 8. That's not an accurate shuffle. 6, 7, 8, these have not been shuffled properly. So the way I would shuffle is like throw that on bottom, throw that in the middle, throw that on top, on bottom. This is going to be funny because I'm talking about the methods of shuffling, when really there's 3 methods to shuffle. You can just fix it up like this, but it's not really effective unless you use it on flat surface. You can grab them, and some will fall off, flip them over, but now you can see them. You see, this is the same issue I had with my last reading. I just thought too much about it. But there's only one way really to shuffle cards. Sorry, I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just holding the cards against my chest and collecting them. There's one that's really popping out, but that doesn't count. It's the Ace of Hearts. And that makes sense because the Ace of Hearts is why we're here. It's the love. So I'm just going to leave that as the predominant energy here. And I'm going to shuffle everything else in because we're going to focus on love only. Only positivity from this reading. Now, if someone comes in reverse for tarot, reverse could be their energy for the person you're looking into, or it could be the opposite of what the card says. I just found that out recently, and I'm still learning. So if I make mistakes, you can always call me out on it. I really don't care. I'm not that intimidating, honestly. If you knew me in real life, you'd know I don't hurt people. I mean, everyone hurts people, and hurt people. So put everything back in the deck. I hope you can see it. Now, the reading's going to start. It's almost 5 minutes. It's 7 minutes in. We are 7 minutes in. I have not read a single card. It's because I like to ramble. It's because I'm Gemini Moon. I just like to talk. And Aquarius Sun, like, oh, Lord. I need my own show in a minute. All right, so that's how I shuffle. I do a cascade. So here's how you do a cascade. You take half the deck. That's cutting the deck. And I'm not going to flip it over because I'm not reading yet. You take half the deck. You cut it. That's cutting the deck. You can cut it 3 times or 4 times. I'm going to cut it 4 times. And then restack it opposite. And to me, that's helping. But since you cut it 4 times, it's not even. You cut a deck in half. You can cut it 3 times and restack it. And that's how you shuffle a tarot deck. But I'm going to shuffle this 3 times because I've shuffled it already once. So once I shuffle it once, I got to shuffle it again. Here's how you do a cascade shuffle. You take the 2 cuts that you made. Make sure they're somewhat even, because it's not going to work if they're not even. It's the first trick I learned when I was a kid, because I was really bored. I was like that kid off Big Mouth who always wanted to do tricks. But it was funny, because I learned how to do a couple tricks. One of them is a cascade shuffle, so I'm going to teach you how to do that right now. I had a card come out, but we're not doing that right now. I'm doing something else, but in a minute we'll start this reading. In a minute. So, okay, here's how you do a cascade shuffle. You take these two sides, you stack them like this. You shuffle them. Sorry, you gotta have the cards somewhat flat, but it's hard to do when they're not flat. So I'm gonna try and, you just build, like, me and my cousin Calvin, we used to build like little houses out of cards, like this, and then you put the one on top, and then you keep stacking it. That's how you build an empire. So if you're gonna do something, do it well. So I'm just gonna start this reading at 10 minutes in. I'm gonna shuffle it one more time and stop talking so much because it's now wasting time. Okay, so I'm gonna start going like this. And love should not be a waste of time. It should not feel like a waste of time. But I want you guys to see that they're actually being shuffled and not feel like they're not. Because a lot of people be like, you're not doing it right because I'm black. And that's just how it is in America. People assume you're doing stuff wrong because you're black. Because they're racist. And white people get on my nerves. No offense, but I'm being racist right now. But it's the truth. The state of America is really black and white. We've got Donald Trump as the... No, we're not talking about Donald Trump. We got Donald Trump as the president. He's starting a bunch of wars. We got Nothing else really going for us but our economy, and that's going up. So I'm not mad at Donald Trump for being white. I'm just mad at Americans for not respecting each other, and that's all. It's always been like that. It's never going to not be like that because that's the way it was designed. It's always going to be like that. So I'm not mad about it. I'm just going to accept it, moving on. So I've got the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck, we've got the 4 of Wands. So 4 of Wands, oh Lord. Why'd you start with the bottom? We don't know. We're not Drake. We're going to put that back at the top and start over. Okay, so one more shuffle and we'll get this going. It's going to be a long reading. It's going to be about 30 minutes. I can already tell because I'm rambling and I haven't drank any water. I don't know where my... Oh, we've got a beer. Beer is actually known as fire water in Native American culture. I just made that up. I just want to drink a sip of beer so I just home. To say that was my personal decision. Now we're cooking with gas. Now I at least don't feel like I'm going to choke. Okay. My water's out of reach and I don't feel like moving my 2 black feet over. So I'm gonna go grab a water. That way when I take my meds, I'm not drunk. Okay, so, yes, I'm bipolar. I'm on lithium. I take lithium. It's been helping me religiously. So has marijuana, but the white people don't do that. So anyway, when I say the white people, I mean crazy white folks. No offense, but tarot is not a white thing. It's just, like in America... Sorry, okay, we're going to turn this into history lesson. You could say reading a palm, that's a form of divination. They've been doing that in the gypsy era for centuries. This is my palm. This is my right palm. This is my left palm, okay? Yes, I am chubby. Yes, I have water retention. Yes, I am overweight. Okay, leave me alone. Okay, anyway. So now, I ought to take my lithium, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to cut them this way so you can't see what I'm seeing because I don't want you to think that I'm lying to you because you can't see my face. But I'm trying to show you based on what's being done. So all this just spilled out. And we're going to not charge the cards. We're going to pray over them. I am going to burn some sage because I feel like all of my depression is like entering this chat and it doesn't. So give me a moment. It's going to be a long. So wait, I'm going to cut this whole intro out so it's not going to be that long. Where's the heck? Where is my super? No, it's like, okay, when you smoke a lot of weed, you end up losing stuff. Because like, where's my lighter? Where's my phone? Where's my car? Where's my house? Where's my keys? Where's my job? And I did lose my job and it wasn't because I was smoking weed. I'll say that right now. Because everyone smokes weed in the United States of America. Everyone has at least inhaled either tobacco, marijuana, or fumes from gasoline. So I'm gonna just leave this. This is not a magic wand. This is a piece of incense I got from the store. It's really nice. It smells like frankincense, which is actually what the holy magi's used to usher in Jesus. So I'm just gonna purify the air with frankincense that I got from Jesus, from Allah. I don't remember his name, but it was a guy at the smoke shop. He got me this incense. It's dope as fuck. Okay, bye. Okay, anyway. Now I'm gonna praise Ganesh because I love Ganesh. He's the coolest. Ganesha, the goddess of abundance. And then I'm gonna shout out my coolest, favoriteest person in the world, my best friend, Kay. Okay, so now my grandmother's name is Kay, and we're gonna move on with this reading. So I can smell the sweet, sweet incense, and we're gonna start the reading because we already shuffled. I'm gonna crack the top because I do that, but I'm gonna crack it with gusto. I'm gonna cut it that way you don't think I'm cheating. And I'm gonna do this like I would do it because I can't pretend not to know already what's going on because I've been doing tarot for at least 3 years. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and if you know me, if we're really close, then I would have read for you already. So. Oh no, I'm thinking about my ex Anna. Okay, we're not gonna think about that. We're gonna focus on God. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. And lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So I just washed my hands with alcohol. I know it's weird because it's got beer on it, but I had to do that to purify my own hands because alcohol can clean. I don't have any rubbing alcohol, so I chose to use beer. Now my hands are sticky, but they're not as sticky as they would be if I used just water. Because if they used just water, I would have fucked up my cards, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm now drying my hands on my pants, and I'm going to keep my hands where you can see them because I know that there are cops everywhere, and they're like, okay, so I'm ready. As long as my hands aren't actually super sticky, they're fine, but they're a little sticky. So I'm going to rinse them now off with more water. Because that's what I think. I think I just used enough for me. It's fine, but a lot of people think this is really wasteful of like energy at this point. So I'm just going to purify it with actual water. I just use alcohol and water to wash my hands, and I'm actually washing whatever plant material off of my hands. And this is going to be really particular, but I'm a particular person. So now I've got my hands dry. I washed them before this video started, but I've already touched the cards, so they're literally dirty. I'm just going to pray and ask that God gives me the strength to give accurate, honest, and truthful readings during this live stream. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so we're going to pull the first card, because I already pre-shuffled them. You saw me shuffle them. It's literally like, hey, girl. I'm scared to touch it, but I'm just going to flick it and then grab it. All right. Your first card is King of Diamonds. That's great. Your past is King of Diamonds in love, and if you need help, I can't help you with that because I have to read them. So, past energy, King of Diamonds. Present energy. Wow. 9 of Swords. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Okay, and the current now what I can see right now with the King of Diamonds and the 9 of Swords, and I'm just gonna do this honestly. The King of Diamonds is great. That means you've had really great experiences in love, so you shouldn't be feeling that depressed. Because if you've had good experiences in the past in love, you do not need to be stressed. Because stress is gonna kill you anyway. Stress will take you out of the game early. Let me tell you something. I've been on many dates. I've dated many women and men. And I'll tell you one thing. People will say all types of things to convince you of something. Someone says, hey, I love you. Hey, baby, let's get married. Hey, let's, whatever, party, have $1 million. They are just saying that to give you a good impression. So your past King of Diamonds is not that deep when it comes to the present, which is a 9 of Swords. If you're feeling unsure about love, which we are all feeling unsure because that's why we're at this reading, the 9 of Swords represents stagnation. Grief is different. The 10 of Swords is over. Like, we're done. 9 of Swords, actually, it's right before you get there. You're at that point where you're almost ready to break up with someone. Because I know this because I'm almost ready, and I'm the reader. And so you're at a point where you're at your wit's end with this, whatever connection you're in with your king of, I'm gonna say this as honestly as I can. The King of Wands, he just wants to have fun. He's ready to do whatever, whenever. He's down for whatever. He's very energetic, very attractive, very passionate, and very wise. He's a king. So this man, and it's a masculine energy. It may not be a man. I'm one of the people who would say it could be a man or a woman because I'm non-binary and I'm also bisexual, so I don't really consider it that way. But since it's upright King of Diamonds, we know it's a man, or we know it's a masculine. We don't know if it could be a female masculine. I learned that today. Not really. I learned that in the past couple of years. You can have female masculines, and when I say female, I mean women with masculine spiritual energy. You can have divine masculines who are truly in their spirit masculine. They may present as female, but their actual overall energy is more male than female, and that's a yin yang thing. It's not as black and white as like society will have it be. Like boom boom, everyone has a heart and it looks the same. Boom boom, everybody has a reproductive organ, it looks the same. No, people have different bodies because we have different genetics, but honestly all our hearts are the same. So your heart, your brain, your skeleton, that's all one. So that's why you could have energy that presents as female but could be masculine, or you could have energy that could presents as dude but could be feminine. So it's almost like we have feminine and masculine balance in this card itself, because the King of Diamonds, the King of Diamonds is very passionate. He's very, like, imagine this, like, I can't do this, sorry. Imagine like a man who had everything he needed in the world, and he was still interested in like art and like travel and just a sexy person. Like when I think of King of Diamonds, I think of like a Sagittarius or like a really nice Leo, or like a super fly Aries. Like that's fire energy. So diamonds is fire. A great way to remember that is like diamonds are fire, red is fire, King of Diamonds, fire. So this is a face card, but there are no major arcana in this deck, so you're not going to get any other than the Tower, which I already showed you and talked about in a previous video. So you can watch one of my previous videos. If you have questions about tarot, just hit me up because I can easily answer them, except for the like major ones because I really don't get it. But if you have questions about like Donisha Tarot would be the one to follow, because Donisha actually knows this better than I do. But intuitively I can tell your past, you were very comfortable in the relationship, and now you're starting to question it based on reality. Because swords, and I say swords because my favorite reader is swords, but swords is a lot. It's like something's making you question the integrity of your present relationship. Sorry for rambling about those just two cards, but the more I think about it, they're both upright, so it's clear to you that something's wrong in your current connection. That's all I'll say. Now this last card, I'm just going to knock the deck because we're asking a question. I'm going to keep them even because they're on an uneven surface, so it's not the card's fault that I'm not organized. That's my fault. Your future in love is... Woo, shit! It flipped back over. What do I do? Call the police. We're going to have to pull another card after that because it flipped over twice, but this last card, we're not going to do that. It's a Joker. Oh, no, we got the Joker in the building. That means the Tower. That means that everything you thought about love is going to be shaken up, and this reading is now relevant. Because it means your past was King of Diamonds. Your present is doubt, or... because here's the thing. And we'll talk about this later. I'm overly invested in this reading right now because I'm reading for myself and you. But like this because I'm an Aquarius, so I'm going to reflect back whatever energy comes back at me. So and I'm a Cancer rising, so I'm like already invested. And then my Gemini moon's like, let's talk the gossip. So this is going to be about as long as it is. But this present energy is irrelevant now, because this 9 of Diamonds becomes more stronger, and this trumps all of it. So really, it's TBD. When I say TBD, I mean this is a red Tower. So, if I really look at the picture, like look at this, they're all even. Present actually superbs the past or the future because you can only be in the present. So right now you're having doubts about your love life. I would consider, just because it's a 9 of swords and I'm life path 9, I'm gonna give you advice on basically what I can see and what I know in my own life. This 9 is gonna supersede the Joker and the King, because if you're feeling doubt, and when I say 9 of swords, and the original on the deck of tarot cards, if you flip it over, it says what it says. A 9 is a 9 and it's a 9, and a sword is a sword is a sword. A 9 in my head is God, because I listen to a lot of music and I know 9 is God is a GTA song. It goes, 1 is something, 9 is God. Only me and only your eyes. Sorry about that. But like, if you're looking at someone, you can look in your eyes, in their eyes, and you can tell they're lying to you. Then you don't need to be worried about what they think, because if they're lying to you, if you're King of Diamonds, your man, your woman, my man, is lying to your face or insinuating that you're less than, then you don't need to be dealing with them. That's it. So you can flip that over. Pretend that didn't happen. And not pretend, but this is part of your reading, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna be ridiculous about it, but like, if your partner, your divine man or woman, because this could be a man or a woman, because it's similar. These are the same up and down. This king, the K, you know who she is. I mean, she or he. Kevin. Okay. If your Kevin makes you feel like you're doubting and unsure of the relationship, then it actually becomes a whole read. You can just throw that relationship away. So whatever relationship, and I'm sorry I have to say this, I'm going to be as honest as I can. If your relationship makes you feel so doubtful and so concerned that you are in a state of grief, which the 10 of diamonds is, 10 of swords is death. That's grief. Like, you're grieving. 9 of swords is like extreme doubt, like severe doubt. And I've experienced this with my ex. Her name is Capricorn. So if your ex is making you doubt yourself and your connection, then it's a Joker. And this is the thing. The Joker is the Tower, and it's one of the most controversial cards in the deck, but it's very clear. So I'm going to put it in reverse order just to make it understandable for people who aren't not as good as tarot as I am. This is the order they were pulled. King came out first. It started out good. It started out fine. Things were fun. This is too real. Now it's a lot of doubt and questioning, and there's no point. Honestly, in my head, and this is me because I'm a Capricorn Venus, in my head, if you're having that much of an issue, there is no point. You can move on, find somebody else, find somebody better, start a job, start a business, do something different. But if your 9 is hanging on, like, that 9 is godly. So it's like God would forgive them. I would say forgive them. Forgive your partner. Focus on positive change, because this is a red Joker. It's not the black Joker, which is like final. The red Joker is a little bit less. It's like, maybe you should just give them a chance to forgive. That's my answer to your love reading. Forgive them. They know not what they do, and talk to them, because this 9 is communication. Talk to God and talk to them, and maybe you'll be able to resolve things, or maybe not. But that's up to God and you as the viewer. Thank you for spending time with Taylor with Tarot. This is Taylor's Tarot channel. Royalty Freedom. If you like any music, check out Royalty Freedom. Check out Calvin. He makes good beats. And yeah, everybody else here is just Taylor by herself doing tarot on YouTube. But my Calvin cousin is a rapper. His name starts with K, so I could have said Calvin. I don't know why I said Kevin. But Calvin, with the K, is my cousin. And this reading is now finished. Thank you. And I'm going to do the bottom of the deck because I'm a little confused by this too. Because basically what I'm reading from this spread is that your partner is not communicating well enough for you to understand where the relationship is. And that's all it is to say. So I'm going to do one more card. It's going to be the bottom of the deck. And we have 10 of Cups. Oh my God, y'all are in love. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, everyone have a blessed day and enjoy the rest of your day. But if you're truly that stuck on someone and you can't let them go, you might just be in love. And that's all I have to say. Have a blessed day. That's my reading for today. Everyone have a blessed day and enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. You just take a photo. That way it's not weird. Enjoy yourself with me. All right, everybody have a blessed day. Bye. Good night. Love you guys.